All right, what's up? It's your boy, the real Papa Smurf here. And today we're going to play a little bit of Prison Architect. Just jump right on in. All right, let's create a new prison. We'll make ourselves a large world. And we'll pretty much start as default. I don't have any of the DLCs. You guys want to see some of the DLC or want me to get some of the DLC, just leave a comment. Let me know. I don't mind doing a little DLC. You know, Perfect Storm, Going Green, Island Bound, Undead. I can only imagine what that would be. Jungle Pack, Gang, Second Chances, Architect, Psych Ward. Free for Life, Future Tech Pack. Anyway, just going to do a large. We're going to start with 30 grand and we're going to hit play. All right, first thing we're going to do is read the CEO letter. Dear Sir or Madam, congratulations on completing your basic induction. You are now a fully qualified prison architect. Right. Soon, you'll be designing, building, and running your own prisons, starting from nothing but an empty plot of land and a few stacks of bricks. Before you get started, I thought I might share some important lessons with you. Every prison needs a warden. Well, obviously. He should be one of your first hires. Build him a nice office, and he'll open up a range of advanced facilities via the bureaucracy system. Nice. Individual jail cells are expensive, especially early on when funds are tight. So save money by starting with a single large holding cell, which can be shared between many prisoners at once. But we got to be careful with that, right? Because there could be some fights going on. And as much as we enjoy watching a couple of people beat up on each other, we don't need it. Get your kitchen and canteen up and running before the first prisoners show up, and be sure to hire some cooks. Nothing irritates a prisoner more than an empty stomach. Building a prison is an expensive undertaking, and you need to become a master of raising large volumes of money through grants and contracts. You can access these grants through the report screen. That's about everything. Good luck. Come out. Damn, bro. That's all you got? Well, I tell you. All right. Now, one thing I haven't played this in a while, but one thing I like about this game, and I really like this about this game, is you can do some planning. So, right now, we're going to just start off with a little planning. Now, looks like we have one little section right here. I usually like to give them 2 extra spaces on all sides for extra kind of storage space. Like that. Okay. Now, we're just in a planning phase. Now, I want to use up this whole screen as the prison. Okay. So, one of the first things I'd like to build is the external wall. The external wall here is, I'll usually put one away from the street. So we're going to just do this real quick. This will just give us an idea of the size that our prison is going to be. I know this is an easy way. I could just highlight the whole thing and we'd have it. This is the way I plan. Back down. Oh. Now, next thing that I typically do is we have an inside wall. And I usually, like I said, leave a space there. So we'll have an inside wall. Like I said, I haven't played this in a while, but we'll have an inside wall. That's pretty much the same as before. Only it's one on the inside. Oh, we don't need to go down. All right, perfect. Now, next thing we got to build is going to be some offices, and they're 4 by 4 according to this. I remember. If we look here, we go to office. Yeah. Minimum size is 4 by 4. So, on a 4 by 4, back to walls, means it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Our wall for offices probably come down okay, and then we make our offices 1, 2, 3, 4, and I count not the square that it's on because that's where the wall will go. There's 1 now space between the green and the wall, so that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. That's an office. 4 office. 4 1 4 4 1 2 3 4 4 4 2 3 4, and then I usually leave a big one for the warden. 1 2 3 4 5. That leaves this one. And then the warden's office usually comes out to be a little bit further. Because we're going to have a hallway, right? So they're going to come in the door. I'll put a door right here. And we'll make a little hallway. I like mine to be 3 by... my walkways to be 3. So, do that. Thing is, this is the edge of the wall. I will say 3. This is going to be our office space. We may need more, so we'll reserve the bottom for more. Now, once they are inside, put a door there to get to the... another door right there. That one's going to be a security door. Oh. Really, we could take this, extend it out. Need some nice extended areas. Let's do it. I always enjoy the planning part. Come in, go through there, they're inside. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do right now is we're going to plan out. These are our offices down there, and we'll put the prisons, we'll start moving them up this way. Now, because we extend these out, I typically like to kind of make something like this as sort of where we start. So I think a holding cell you need 5 by 5. So if we go to holding cell, yeah, 5 by 5. All right. So back to planning and go here. Needs to be 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I usually give them some space up. So they're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. This. And we'll give them a way to get in there. Which will here. All right. That's the way into the holding cell. Now we need to build a kitchen. So if we'll look at rooms, we're going to look at kitchen. Doesn't have a size requirement. And the canteen doesn't have a size requirement. So let's build our temporary kitchen. We'll do that. Planning. Now, we need to build sort of a wall that we're going to have for now, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to, for now, we're going to build our kitchen and our canteen right across from the holdings. And I'm not sure what, oops, oh well. I'm not sure what kind of space we're actually going to need. Three. So let's just look at some. We look at, let's go back to rooms. And for the kitchen, we need a cooker, a fridge, and a sink. All right. So let's look at for the cooker. All right. Cooker. So it's a 2. We did something like there and let's get some let me get my camera right. Let's get some preliminary walls done. So let's go with let's go. Because I know we're going to also need to do some walls. Foundation, building. Say. Have to put the entrance right. And we'll get them started. Where's our door? Walls and we're gonna do doors. And remember, we're gonna put a jail door right here. Staff door is gonna end up going right here. And our outdoor gonna go right there. And so go back to planning. We can remove off of the that'll get us started on, I think, something basic. Even though I think get them to hurry up. And I'm having to learn this game all over again. I remember the basics of it, but it's been a while since I've even played it. Look at him go. One thing you learn about this game is that you start off very basic and then you build. So this is why I do the planning. So even though right away we're not going to go all the way down to the bottom to give this to the warden, right? We're going to build the warden's office right up here, inside here. All right? And the reason I'm going to do that is so that we could get this prison going and generating some money. But see, we're already at 11,000 left. We haven't even done anything else yet. So we're going to get there. We are going to get there. So I want to put a concrete. Maybe a white one, right? Here, 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 here. Here. And we'll prepare for this. And remember, offices are 4x4. So that'll be the warden's office right there. Put a door there. We'll let them build that and see where we're at. This is going to be our holding cell here. That'll tell us how much we've got left for the canteen and the kitchen. And electricity. We look at utilities. We need to build a power station is $5 grand. Gotta leave space around the power station. Typically, in the past, I will have built the power stations to be across the street. And then we would run them over with electrical cable. I will build that one right there. All right. So now, we got 9 G's left. What does that say, 9 G's? I thought that it was cost was $5 grand. Maybe I already had one. That's what it was. I think I already had one. All right. So let's go to rooms, and we're going to set up an office here. And there it is. The office. Perfect. We will need some electrical cables to get it over here. We'll do that. And if I remember right, you just got to get it close to this first light, and then it'll do the rest. There we go. Then it comes out a little bit. Here. Up. Build, my little minions. Build. Let there be light. All right. Get them building that. Now we have plenty of electricity. So next, for rooms, let's complete our office. Has an office desk. Let's get an office desk. Let's just drop it in here. Right there. Next it needs a chair or a wooden stool. That would be fun. Or a swivel chair. Deck chair. Holy crap. Swivel chair. Chair that aligns with the center of a desk. We'll just do an office chair. There. What else do we need? Filing cabinet. It has to be indoor. Alright, so let's go to objects. Filing. go ahead and do our holding cell. What we need here, so we're going to say room. We're going to go with holding cell. All right. And here we need needs to be enclosed, surrounded by walls and doors. Where's our door? Why do we not have our door? All right, so we're going to obviously need a door, and we're going to do just a jail door. Keep your prisoners where they should be. Put that. Now, go back to rooms and look at holding cell. It needs to be enclosed, needs to be indoors, needs to have a toilet and a bench. Let's look at the benches first. Give them a couple of benches to sit on. Move that one. Once it gets here. Let's speed it up a little. Alright. Move. Now we need a toilet. Means we're gonna need some plumbing. Do we want it sideways or... Let's go back to utilities. Water. Water pump station. Again, like the other. Like this for now. And we're going to take a large pipe. Get it indoor. Speed that up. Next, I'm going to take small pipe. That should, remember right, should get us our water for the toilet. No? Not getting us our water. Oh, it requires electricity. Pause. We are not ready. Oh, because we have the holding cell. All right, no problem. Let's just get the toilet going. Don't have any workers. Staff. Starved. Oh shit. Pause. Where am I messed up at? What have I done wrong, y'all? Ah, we're at max capacity. We have 11 grand. We'll do the max capacitor plus, where the plus means you get more. I should have built it one more over. That's okay. Go. Hurry up, get that in. Get some power in here. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, for the quickness, we need to build out our kitchen. So let's look at our kitchen. See what we need. A cooker, a fridge, and a sink. Let's get the cooker. And I can never tell. All right, that's the front. Cooker. Fridge. Is that the front? Or is that the front? I think that's the. Then we need a sink. We'll just get one of those. Sink. Oh, all right. Here for rooms and for kitchen. Say kitchen. Take some walls. Put a door there. Simple door. Take some kitchen. Back to wall here. So we got here. Now for the canteen. One thing I did see. We like to be sanitary. That keeps them healthy. Let's go here. Sink. Get a bathroom sink. So back to the canteen. Canteen, we need a serving table. Serving table. Alright. Like that. Because they put their tray on it. We got our serving table. Put it sideways. I think we'll do it like serving table. We don't have enough to do two. Unless we had done. I think we'll do. And after serving table, we need tables and benches. Tables. And then let's just get benches. That's one. Here. All right. Okay. This one. Move. And actually, I like the idea of doing it like this one. I gotta move it. Take this, move it. Okay. So now we kind of have our canteen. So let's make it an actual room. Right, and then put some walls around. Go. And we're going to put just a regular door on this for now. Put it right across the way. But that don't work, does it? Cook, put them in the kitchen. He needs water in there, so let's go to utilities. And let's go to water. Let's take our main pipe. Run it. We're going to do that'll do it. did our sync. And pause here for station identification. Looks like we need some electricity here. It's power. I think we're good. Okay. Water. Like, we gotta actually. Got it. So technically, we're good, right? We read the letter. I wish I could make this bigger up here. Here we go. Bring it down here. So, prisoner intake. One prisoner is up for parole. Feed all the prisoners. Could have enough now. Let's do a staff. Let's get the warden in here. Okay. Now, I think what we need to do too, 7 prisoners are arriving in 14 hours. Feeding all prisoners. Looks like we're good with meals and whatnot. Here, we'll just stick this here. Bureaucracy. Here we go. We've got the warden. Let's see. Finance unlocks the accountant, which gives access to financial reports. Prison. Prison policy. Unlocks the policy report, allowing you to increase or decrease the punishments for all types of misconduct. As well as automatically triggering searches. Apology, micromanagement, gives you the tools to manage aspects of your prison so they meet exact requirements. Unlocks food logistics, allowing you to specify which kitchens cook for which canteens. That's interesting. I don't remember that being in it before. Anyway, that big. Maintenance. That's what we need. Maintenance. Unlocks the foreman. He allows you to do further research on things like prison labor or additional staff members like the gardener. Like all administrators, he requires an office work. Because here, prison labor allows you to put your prisoners to work around your prisoners, like cooking and cleaning, saving you on staff wages, earning you money, and teaching your prisoners new skills at the same time. That's always good. Let's see. But I think we're going to start with finding. So I could do grants, bank loans, and tax relief. Start there. Keep an eye on. Accept your first grant. It says, accept your first monetary grant by opening the report window, pressing the button in the bottom right of the screen, selecting the grants tab, and picking one of the available grants. Do that. I'll have ports. Oh, no, I do. It's just hovered over my face here. Let's fix that. Move this up just a bit. Maybe that helps. Maybe not. Reports. There's the reports. Ouch. Guys. Let's just move me up here. All right. So we got 8 workers, 2 staff, or 2 guards, 1 staff, 1 administrator. Let's look at grants. Basic Detention Center. So we get a $20,000 advance payment and another $10,000 for a completion bonus. Build a holding cell, build a shower, build a yard, build a kitchen, build a canteen, hire at least 2 guards, and hire at least 2 cooks. All right, so we got most of that done, actually. Let's look at Administrative Center. Build 2 offices, hire a warden, unlock finance through bureaucracy, hire an accountant. We'll do the Administrative Center because I can build another office pretty cheaply. So we'll get that out of there. And we got a $5,000 advance payment. Nice. Very nice. All right. So now, let's build another office. Do that. We're going rooms. There's office. And we'll just build it like this. Walls. Back door. And objects. Can I say duplicate? No. Office desk. There. No, not a deck chair. Oh. Office chair. Perfect. Turn it around. And finally, filing cabinet. Go. So our grant is build 2 offices, which we're 50% done there. Let's see. Now I can put it here. All right. Build 2 offices, which we're about to do. Unlock finance is almost done, and then hire an accountant, and we'll be good to go. Our people are eating, so we're doing good. There's our big old filing cabinet. Go, little buddy. And we'll eventually want to automate that so we don't have to get a guard to come and let people in and out. That will become a choking point. And we'll need to clean this place up. So I'll definitely want to get a maintenance worker. But essentially, we have a prison. How much longer, Mr. Warden? How did we get to that? Sleep from midnight or from 11 till 6. They get up. There's no shower. We're going to have to build a shower. Free time. We could build a shower like down here somewhere. This isn't where I wanted to go for the wardens. How did I pull that up? Pull it up. Okay, hour and 12 minutes. Prison grading. Okay. This is number of prisoners. Okay. Let's speed it up a little. It's midnight. They should be asleep, but there's no bed. They're going to get cranky. Yeah, I like to build my cells starting up here. So we'll have like cell block A and then cell block B and cell block C, and then we'll build kitchen canteen A, B, and C, and then we'll start doing other things here. In the meantime, I could set up more space for garbage. Right? Where's that? Deliveries. Garbage. I also use this area out here for storage too. Nobody comes stealing from garbage. I gotta get used to these controls. Guess that just pumps water forever. They're not moving very fast, so I'm guessing they're asleep. They don't like the environment. Sucks to be you. You're in prison. Alright. Speed things up a little. Alright. I think that was the sound that we now have finance. Alright. Well, let's do maintenance. Then we'll do cleaning, so we can be cleaning. And since we have a little bit of money, no, that's the wrong button. Oh my goodness, y'all. Killing me here. Let's start working on how we're going to plan out our cell block. Let's look at what we need for a cell. So let's go object, a cell. 2x3, enclosed, indoors. A bed and a toilet. Alright, so 2x3. So let's see if we can just see what that looks like. So, if we So this is the outer wall, and then this is the perimeter wall. We bring them in even from there. So, because I don't want them sleeping on the outside wall here. So we have to give them another one to tunnel through. I'm actually fine with them going up here. So the way this will look right now, because then I'll turn this into the shower area. So let's say it looks like this, and it needs to be 2, uh, so like that, 2 by 3. And then if we look at beds, home mattress, old bed, bed. Oh damn! You can give them a floor mattress. Good God. Comfy bed. Bunk beds. Hell yeah, bunk beds. 2 to a cell. You say bed. Yeah, see, the bed is the size of. So we put that there, and then a toilet there. Or we put it like that. I think that's better. Bed. We'll go back to planning. We're going to say object is, this is our bed. Right? And then our toilet. And if we look at the grants, right? If we look at the grants, just planning ahead of time. Cell block A, it's locked, but we'll get there. Now, we have the 2 offices. We just need to hire the account. All right. Now we just got our thing done. So let's go back to grants. And we still can't look at cell block A. Oh, here, yeah, we can. Raise your prisoner capacity to 15. So basics are up and running. It's time to build your first cell block and transfer the existing prisoners into cells of their own. So we plan out. Let's go ahead and do this next thing. Build a holding cell. We don't have a yard. Build a kitchen and a canteen. 2 guards, and I'll need 1 more cook. Short-term investment. That one is just wait for funds. We'll do a basic detention center here. We're going to need to build a shower, which we need to build anyway, and then build a yard. We've got the kitchen, the canteen. I will hire 1 more cook, and we've got everything else. Let's do the basic detention center, which paid us 20 grand up front. All right. We're planning. Pause while we're planning. So if we're planning, we're going to say, right, wall, bump, wall, bump, bump, wall, bump, bump, wall, bump, bump, wall, bump, bump. So that'll give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 more. Bump, bump. So right there. Oh. Toilet. All the pretty girls walk like this. Okay. Well, right. Gonna look like that. And we'll eventually do more, but that should give us where we have people in the holding tank for right now and people in their cells. And because we're going to end up moving this over by 2, it'll be 1. But if it's over by, let's see, because they're going to want to get in here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to build a wall for now, because eventually we'll actually have cells on the other side, and we could do that now too. Actually, 3 to cell. Oh, 2 by 3. That's just planning for the future. And then, of course, doors. Planning is everything, folks. Planning is everything. And let's do objects. We already got the wall there, so we're going to do just the opposite here. Perfect. Perfection. And we'll put a door actually right there. Oh, not right there for right now. That's going to be our hall. That'll be a hallway. Then let's see what we need for a yard. Because not all of this is, I mean, most all of this is open right now, so that's perfect for a yard, right? And so we'll put the yard somewhere over here, and then let's do that. Let's look first. So room, and let's look for the here. Room requirement is 5 by 5. We'll put that over here on the other side of the kitchen. So 5 by 5. Come out here. And it needs to be a 5 by 5 yard. One, two, three, 5. Right. 2, 3, 5. Just extend it out just like that. That'll be our yard. Go back here and we look back for yard. Secure behind at least one door. That means we're going to extend out our hallway here. Three. And we'll put a here to get to the yard. The yard. And we can go ahead and say rooms, yard. Set this up as a yard. Already got that pre-configured. The next is going to be a shower. We need a shower. Shower could be any size room. I think for right now, we'll do the shower down here. Make that the shower. Yeah. So let's go ahead and plan for that. Wall there. Put a door to the shower room. Okay. So let's start planning that out. Do that right here. One more game. Build out. And for objects, walls and doors. These bamboo door, really? Do a regular door here. Here we're gonna put a regular door. Also cut this in. Technically it's inside. Let's unpause the game, get them working. Because we're going to end up building this down here. This is going to be an undertaking, get all of it. But I want to do that because we're going to need this space up here, I think. So we got our shower. Right. And again, that. We're going to need our wall. Here. Because eventually what we'll do is we'll actually put the yard in the middle. We'll end up moving it to like the middle. And then we're going to build everything, I think, around that. But for the yard, we'll build a brick wall. That'll be the yard. Prisoners incoming. Or at least 2 cooks. Let's hire 1 more cook. And for the shower, let's see. Let's pause. So for the shower, we need shower heads. If we do like this, or 8, 10. 8. We're going to put drains. Get our water pipes in here. This is where we'll take the large pipe out with it a bit, down with it, and we'll do small pipe. Wall, wall, water. Wall, 1, 2. Right here. Electrical. Oh, we don't have our door on the outside. We'll just do a regular. Oh, now. I guess our drains need electricity. don't remember our drains. Oh, that was a light, not a. How are we doing with our utilities? What? Oh, that really should do it right there. Oh, and let's slow things down while they're working. Go to the next part. Cleaning. Six hours. Oh, I think we did that for grants. We're good. Right, yeah, there we go. So, if we look, now it used to be, yeah, there we go. We completed it. Because we built a yard so that prisoners can have yard time. And the administration center. Very good. Very good. So let's look at doing cell block A. It says increase your prisoner capacity to 15. Well, if I build this, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 right there. So that'll get us to where we need to be. We can actually probably get rid of this, do something else. Turn it into medical or let's see, prison maintenance, unlock maintenance, unlock cleaning, unlock groundskeeper, and then hire at least 2 janitors, a gardener, and a foreman. Oh, that's actually 15,000 right there, which we're gonna do. So maintenance, we've already unlocked. Cleaning, we're unlocking now, and then groundskeeping. We could do that while we're building cell block A here. We'll go ahead and start doing that. So, we've got 47,000. We can start building here. Be able to do the door here once that's all built. And it looks like 23 prisoners are arriving. We're going to need more power. Let's go ahead and work on that. Max capacitor plus. Put one of those there. I don't even know how we look on water or how much water can we pump through there, but we'll find out soon enough. Oh, we got to finish the rest of our... Oh, to keep those worker bees busy. And while we're at it, how much is it going to cost to foundation us? 12,000? Let's do it. I'll get that building done. Might not even need that many offices. I don't remember. But, hell, who knows? Let's speed things up a little bit. Guys, it's coming right along. Love it. Build my minions. And has it been 6 hours yet? I thought I heard a ding. Yep. So now we're building cleaning. What are we waiting on for that? Oh, requires a foreman. So that's why we can't do that. Staff. Foreman. Does the foreman need an office? We'll get there. So if we can't do that, then probably all of those requires the foreman. So let's then just build out. Do that. Down. Look at utilities. And we're going to need electrical. Remember right, go right up the middle there. Here, we'll do almost the same thing. Prisoners arriving soon. We're going to need to build a staff room, which we can turn one of these into a staff room. Or build a staff room off the side down here as we're expanding. What's required for a staff room? See, a 4x4. So we can build a staff room with... We could take out one of these walls and just build a staff room for right now. That's what we're going to have all this for anyway. Offices. We could make this a staff room. So since we know we're going to need walls through there, build this all as wall. Foundation. Oh. Oh, time to bring in more security. Beat him up! Beat him up! Knocked him unconscious. Take him back to the holding cell. because they're not really sleeping. I'm working on it, little buddies. Let's put our walls up here. Start doing the wall. All back here. Doors, let's go ahead. Well, let's put in beds. Six. Beds. Okay, we'll move that in a minute. Right. Toilets. Speed them up a little bit. He's bleeding out on the floor down here. He's gonna die. Get some utilities going here. Now we're gonna need water. We can bring a big pipe right up the middle. Two little pipe. Want them Shawshanking their way out of here. Still good on power. I'm gonna have to make some solitary confinement space. Maybe we could do that down here. Solitary. We'll work on it. Right now, I need cleaning to be done. Got health. Let's get unlocks the chief of security. The chief gives you access to the deployment screen. That's right. We can do remote access on the door. that for now. This is almost done, I think. They stuck. They're still building that. Locked. Is it? Entrance. Figure that out here in just a moment. Oh, requires an entrance. So, yeah, here's where we need our door. But that should take care of that, because what we need is right here. Didn't that solve all of our problems? Yes. We got more prisoners than meals right now. They're able to take a shower. It's getting crowded. Why are none of those toilets lit up? Because I didn't actually put a pipe. Good God. I get the game doesn't assume, but can I not put a pipe there? No, there is a pipe there. Why isn't that working? Let's see. Large pipe. Wait a minute. Large pipe missing right there. The water's getting up there. All right. So let's pause and let's turn these into cells now. Object. Door. These will need to be automatic eventually, because otherwise people will be waiting to get out. Their dinner time and stuff like that will be over. We got that, so now let's turn them into cells. Two. 8, 10, 12. That should get them out of their cell area. And now we've got our area down here. So we can start working on the walls there. So we're going to do staff door. Here, here, here. There, but okay, we're going to staff doors. It won't hurt nothing. That way we can get our guy in here as soon as possible, because it is starting to get ugly. We have people in the cells. What's wrong with this one? Failed. Toilet. There's no toilet. Take the damn toilet out. Used to be one in here, little buddy. Let's make this room the staff room. Alright, so now we need Staff room. Wide sofa. Drink machine. Drink machine. Put my sofas. Go. Now, take this room, turn it into an office, and this is where we'll put the desk. Fancy desk. There. Filing cabinets. We're going to pick up our warden. Move. Take desk. Mr. Warden, you have a new office. And I don't like that layout, but we'll leave it for now. It should be all right. Should have electricity down there. We do. Electricity over here is doing fine. We'll go back on rooms. Okay, empty room. Now he should be going down there to take over that office. Yes, he is. Very nice. Now, same thing here. Did I not declare that an office down there? Sure didn't. Let's go. Office. Make that an office. Also make this an office. We'll move her stuff down there too. Alright. Move the filing cabinet first. Alright. Now we're going to take this room and make this room an office. Pretty sure that's going to be for our foreman. So we need filing cabinet. Here. Put up the next few offices while we're here. Deskuses. Oh. Finally. Perfect. See how we're looking. Still waiting on that. To educate. Alright, for staff, now we can hire a foreman. Put him in the office. Oh. Cleaning. Get some surveillance. Dude. We do have some other staff that chief, doctor. We could probably turn this into a doctor. Let's see. What do we have? Armor. Oh, let's do this. Demolish this wall. Let's for now we'll remove door. And we are going room, empty room. Okay. Now it's one empty room instead of two empty rooms. Let's do all this the infirmary, and it needs to have some medical bed. I think we can. Yeah, we can close intake. We won't need to take any more prisoners for right now. That we build more beds. Look at that. All of them are filled. And we have folks in the holding cell. We're going to need to build more. But let's look for medical bed. Probably need to build that out some. Or need to build this out just a bit more. Nobody is working in the infirmary, I know. Build a wall. Build a wall right there. Wall right there. And then we can do our medical bed. There. There. Alright. And now we can hire look, we're still netting $3,300 a day right now. Corporation tax. Isn't that what an accountant is for? Tax relief. I thought we had an accountant. Yeah, we do have an accountant. Hey! Hey, lady. Need you to help me save on some taxes. Since we're still netting, hire a couple of janitors. And we need to hire a gardener. Can't do that. Go with it. All right. Well, while we're at it, we're working our way up over here. We're going to do this. We're going to do it right. Do our planning. Let's do like we were doing here. Well, all right. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. All right. Now we know how big to make our foundation. Really, we should put a hallway in. We should actually. We're planning this out right. We should build one more. For now, because then we have a wall, be a hallway to go wherever we need, and then a hallway down here to go. We need to get rid of this holding cell. So. Do we have enough money? We got $4 grand. How much is this going to cost us? 6,000. Can't do that. But we're unlocking gardening, and then we should be okay. But then we can actually build this up as like cell block A versus cell block B, and because eventually we're going to have to build some cell blocks. Boy, our janitors are working. Trying to make our prison look good again. Much longer on the ground. 3 hours. Boost this up. I don't know why we can't do that. Oh, because we don't have the money. It's okay. I think once we do our grant, prison maintenance, it'll be 5,000 on completion, so it'll give us another 5 grand. And then we could go right into cell block A, which is actually completed. We'll immediately get another 40 grand on top of that. And I think we could get an inmate. Oh, we need a psychologist. So we'll have a psychologist room that we'll put maybe over here. Do another psychologist. Ooh, 1 death in the past 24 hours. So that hurts. But we're still making 3 grand a day. Turn this up. You can't see that up there, but I'll put that like. Now, I think we need to hire a gardener. I think that's actually complete now. It is. Psychology. Now we're going to need that here in just a minute. It was only 500 gold. And so now we just need to hire some gardener. That gave us our 5 grand. We'll do 2 gardeners. 3 gardeners won't hurt. Got a lot of space here. So now, while we're at it, go ahead and see if we can build this foundation now. $69.90. Building it. Building it, boys. We're going to need to do a visitors area here too. Probably put visitors area down here. What's that going to? Visitation. Here. Visitors table and a visitors booth. So we need to make this a staff door. And then we could put a regular door down here. Get them into visitation. We'll have to see. "19 families are waiting to visit." Let's actually see if we can build a room. With visitation say we needed a visitor table and a visitor booth. Visitor table. Visitor table. A visitor booth. Oh, or a visitor booth, isn't it? Yeah, visitors table. Wait for that to get over there, and then we'll turn it. Prisoners are happy if they can visit their families. All right. Let's take this, let's move it. Objects. Right. All up. But all this. Visitation. And that leaves a little hallway here, which will eventually, I guess technically I could move over. Do like this. And then change the wall. Here. And we need to build a storage room. It's going to get real hairy here pretty soon. But we have our foundation here. Now we can start building the walls. Make some more money. So here. Here. France. Cell block A. Raise your capacity to 15. How many prisoners do I have? I have 36. How am I not already at? It was 93%. We are going to go open up our prisoner intake. Delta 4. Next intake 55. Lord have mercy. All right, well, let's finish these and we'll be able to take on some more. Now that we got our money. Here comes the money. While we're doing that, we can go ahead and get beds. Just because it's bugging me. Need to finally move that to here. You're gonna have to wakey, mister. Alright, next thing is we get is toilets. Alright. Alright, utilities. Get some more electrical going. Get some more water going. Going and flowing. Okay. Get some small pipes. Alright, that ought to do that. Oh, we need some walls. Wall. What the difference between a wall and a white wall is. Having a cell door does no good like that, does it? Alright. Now we can start designating these as cells. They get built, they'll be ready, and they'll move people into them. Just like that, we're going to have another 16 cells. These are... I'm going to eat me a cheesecake ball. Raspberry cheesecake. Actually pretty good. Riot underway. Oh, good grief. Oh shit, they're all escaping. Oh no! This is not good. Close the damn door. Where's our maintenance guy? I don't have one. Is repair in progress. Hey, repair that shit. They all left. Can I hire some more of those? Oh, I can hire more work. I let all my prisoners escape. How rude. Well, that can't look good on a report. Damn! Sell some shares. All right, we got all the prisoners fed. Like, we're going to need to make some solitary confinement. All these need are doors. Let's get the doors. That should get the guards to take them to a cell. Let's look at our grants now. Cell block B, raise your capacity to 50. Technically, I've got 32. I'll build probably 2 more coming down through. We'll build some stuff. You know, leave it open. How close am I? A little late. We'll put another bit of administration up here. I believe I can get another 8. But inmate health and well-being, build a medical ward. Hire at least 2 doctors. Hire a psychologist. Visitation rights. Add at least 3 visitor tables. Build a common room. Add a pool table. Add at least 2 TVs. Yeah, we'll need a common. Build a staff room. Move at least 5 guards without assigned. Do the short term. We know we're good on that. Check this out. Back to education. And we can hire Chief of Security. Do the planning. Yep. Another 32. Then a space of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Let's build our foundation. That'll give us another 32 cells. Should help increase the cash flow. Let's look at solitary confinement. If we look for solitary, it just says closed, surrounded by walls and doors. We could put a wing of solitary confinement. Put solitary up here. Plan that. We know we're gonna put walls. Okay. So for solitary confinement, door. So it would look like right on, no. We'll work on that. show me how many people have come for visitation. People using patient. Yeah. Some point need to start building perimeter wall. They're going to start really escaping. Looks like our visitors come from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Prison is closed to new inmates. Oh, they're starting to fill up there. Ooh, there we go. Put a wall down here. Start building the walls. Get this done, and then that'll be the end of this video. Get these. Well, they were out of money. But we are at capacity. Oh, visitation is being used. Look at that. Feed all the prisoners. They need to be fed. Making $2,606 a day. Wonder what our report says now. Hey, I can sell shares. No recent deaths, no recent escapes. But I'm not going to do that. Price for 10%? No, thank you. The reason for that is because I'm just going to increase the value of the prison. They don't have to buy back those shares. Kind of better than a loan. Still waiting on an old short-term investment here. But while we're sitting here, we could have the extra grant coming. It's yard time right now. Free time. Lock up. I still don't, I guess, understand 100% why all the cells aren't being used. Need to, let's see. Build to 32. I have 32 prisoners. I need to just get rid of this room. So, let's go to rooms, empty room. I would think that would technically do it. Look at them cleaning it up, though. I wonder if that's where... Oh, let's put that back. Wonder if that's because they've been bad. Yeah, this prisoner requires solitary confinement. Well, let's see. Let's empty the space here. And let's move some of these objects. Move that. There. Alright. Let's make some solitary confinement here. Solitary. Closed all wall. Solitary door. Wait till I get a door here, and then we'll start putting these folks in solitary confinement. There we go. Boom. Got him in solitary confinement. Be here for a second, and we'll get the second one going. And let's see. Put a door here. All door. Oop. Actually, demolish wall. Dismantle object. Just gonna be a hall. Now they should be able to get there and finish that job. Get another solitary door going. Doors. And a solitary door, but right here. Get a couple of these going. Put a bed. Toilet. Right. Electricity going in here. water. Large pipes right up the middle. Room, bell. Make this a set. Put a door on it. Okay, we got enough for a door. Oh, we can take one more. Looks like we're getting people in and out of solitary confinement, which is good. Well, while this is going, let's take a look at grants. I don't know why short-term investment is taking so long, but okay. I think we didn't do long-term investment. We'll be able to do that. Look at what we can upgrade in the meantime. Let's look at remote access doors. Don't have enough. So. Well, all right, guys. I think that's going to do it for this video. We will be back, and we will continue our prison here. I'll make sure we save it. We're going to save it as U2 Prison. And we're going to save. Here we go. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to see more, just let me know. Just like and subscribe the video down below. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.